Okay, so now we have it threaded. We have our bobbin thread pulled up, and let's just start sewing a straight stitch here. Test it out. I have this set for about 10 stitches per inch. It should be good. Just to show a couple pieces of cotton poplin here, like bed sheeting. And let's get this down here and let's give it a try here. Alright, that's long enough, I think, to take a look at it. We'll bring our needle up. Press your foot up. Pull this off. So there's a beautiful, fine, straight stitch. You'll see the back. Yep, looks very good. Very nice. Let's trim a little bit of this. Let's do a longer stitch here. Let's go down as few stitches as possible. So we'll adjust this out. We'll put it all the way down to only 6 stitches per inch. This would be normally a heavier fabric or canvas, things like that. The thicker, the heavier the fabric, the fewer stitches per inch you need. The finer the fabric, the more stitches per inch you want. So let's try this and see. Sometimes when you do this, you may need to adjust your tension a little bit, but let's see how it does before we do that. Yep, did just fine. Bring the needle up. So it may be hard to see on the camera, but there's a lot longer stitch going on here now than before. About 10 stitches per inch. This is about 6 stitches per inch now. So let's go up to a very fine stitch, about 20 stitches per inch. We'll take this up and go way up here, almost to an embroidery stitch. And again, you don't have to lock in your stitch if you don't want. You can just move it to where you want. So let's not even lock it in. We'll just set it at 20 and sew. If we were coming to the end of the line and you wanted to go reverse back to lock the stitch, we'll just throw the reverse lever up. You see it sew backward, forward, backward, forward. So you can reverse and forward on the fly. You don't have to stop the machine to do that. The needle. Let's see how that. So there's a very, very fine stitch. You can't even see where one stitch ends and the other begins. It's so fine. Let's look on the back side, the black. Same thing. You can't even tell, it's so fine, you can't see where one stitch ends. You can see on the 6 stitches per inch. You can see the defined stitch. This was 10, this is 20. So let's put it back down to kind of a medium weight, around a 10 to 12, in that range. You can see that. There you go. And let's sew, maybe we'll sew 4 layers this time. And get our thread between the toes and to the back. Get this under here. Drop the foot. Okay, let's see how we do. No problem. Of course, this motor is about a 0.7 amp, and the peak of it is almost 1 full amp, so it's a very powerful motor. This is just a standard common 11 needle. Of course, you can use a jeans needle, you can use a leather needle, and so forth. Still a very, see if I can angle it better here. There we go. Nice stitch. Hard to see here because I've sewn over everything. So that was four layers of that. I don't know, let's see if it'll do 8. Not sure why you'd want to do 8, but let's see if it'll do it. Let's go to a little bit longer stitch. Let's go to the 6 again. So we got a lot of material here. Let's give this a try. Yep. It's so thick. Let me put a little more pressure on the pressure foot. See if that'll pull through. There we go. There we go. It was kind of slipping and sliding a little bit here because it was so thick. Now, you see that loop, so there's not enough tension on the top. So with all this thick fabric, there wasn't enough tension. That's why we're getting the top thread looping on the bottom. So let's, just for the heck of it, let's put this back in here at 8 layers. Drop it down, and let's bump the tension up about 3 numbers and see if that makes any difference on that stitch. Oops, sorry, I broke my thread.